Trump's campaign for the White House continues. A lawyer representing Donald Trump told the BBC that nothing will change his campaign for the White House, notwithstanding his conviction subsequent to an unprecedented trial in New York. Mr. Trump was found guilty by a jury on Thursday of falsifying business documents to conceal hush money payments made during his 2016 presidential campaign to former porn star Stormy Daniels. As the first president of the United States to be convicted of a crime, Mr. Trump has asserted that the prosecution and trial were politically orchestrated and manipulated. The former president, according to Alina Habba on Sunday with Laura Quensberg, is a victim of political, selective prosecution. After a 7-week trial that took place at the Manhattan Criminal Courthouse, Mr. Trump was convicted on 34 counts of business record falsification. July 11 will mark the sentencing of Mr. Trump.
He affirmed nonetheless that he intends to file an appeal of his criminal convictions. Ms. Habba, 40, sat alongside Mr. Trump throughout the trial and stated that he would still run for President of the United States in November even if incarcerated. Our judicial system has witnessed a level of corruption in this country that has frankly never been seen before, Ms. Habba stated on Sunday with Laura Quensberg. It is an undeniable reality, not any form of posturing. It is a 100% problem that this nation will have to confront and grapple with in November. Since he is standing for president, that will remain the case. The people in this country who require his assistance, that is more crucial than anything else that others may believe. Our people are speaking loudly, donating. They are small donors and they are standing up, because they are afraid, because we cannot have this happen to us. Mr. Trump delivered more than 30 minutes of irate remarks on Friday from Trump Tower in New York, during which he assailed his political opponents, the jury, and the judge presiding over his case. He referred to his trial's presider, Judge Juan Merchan, as a tyrant, and claimed that he literally crucified witnesses. The campaign of President Joe Biden retaliated by characterization Mr. Trump as mentally unstable and vengeful. That is how the American system of justice operates, Mr. Biden stated, adding that anyone who suggested the trial was manipulated was reckless and irresponsible. As the November election approaches, the unprecedented conviction of Mr. Trump has firmly entrenched acrimonious divisions in the United States. Prosecutors effectively constructed a case that demonstrated Mr. Trump harbored concerns that Ms. Daniels' disclosure of an alleged sexual encounter would irreparably damage his 2016 presidential campaign, thereby compelling him to remunerate her and cover up the transaction illicitly. Trump refuted these accusations. Ms. Daniels provided testimony herself. Her attorney informed ABC News that Ms. Daniels entered the New York courthouse while wearing a ballistic vest, which is an additional development since her convictions. As for the environment surrounding Ms. Daniels, Clark Brewster remarked, "It's so vicious and menacing. Therefore, I believe it stems from a simple fear of what someone might do. It was really fear." Barrett Blade, the spouse of Ms. Daniels, previously expressed to CNN that she felt slightly vindicated. While the trial had concluded, which was somewhat reassuring, Mr. Blade continued, the anxiety was far from over. "It brings another weight upon her shoulders of what happens next," Mr. Blade indicated. "We take it day by day." Additionally, on Saturday, the Trump campaign dispatched a text message to its supporters, one of over a dozen that have been sent since the verdict. The message, in part, read, "They desire my incarceration. They desire my demise." Unsubstantiated claims have been made by some of his staunchest supporters, including Tucker Carlson, a former host of Fox News, regarding the existence of a covert conspiracy to depose Mr. Trump. Another less conspiratorial argument has been put forth by others, which states that Mr. Trump would effectively spend the remainder of his life in prison if he were to receive the maximum penalty of 4 years for each of the 34 felony counts. In his most recent appeal for donations, Mr. Trump made reference to this by stating that his adversaries are attempting to jail me for life as an innocent man. Legal experts, on the other hand, concur that Mr. Trump will not receive even a fraction of the maximum sentence and will receive a considerably lesser jail term, if any is imposed.